Flight Boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Atari's Moon. Flight Boss, the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And what you're looking at right now is I'm finna show you how to do a ritual. That's right, a ritual live. Now, this ain't no motherfucking spooky shit. Don't get lost in spookism and all that shit. This is something, this is power that we all got access to, because this was the power that motherfucking God gave us. Otherwise, you wouldn't even be in no body with a geometrical shape to yourself in the first place as a goddamn spirit. So just for the simple fact that you here, that's what you actually need to realize. So don't get lost in the spookism and things of that nature. This is just a way of us to access these higher energies or these higher spaces or these higher beings, and able to bring that light down into our realm of reality, and we can create things. You know what I'm saying? Same way you got certain people who into animal totems, like Wicca. Same way you got certain people who got crystals and shit like that, who put their energy in a certain crystal so it can trap that energy. You got certain religious people who even got a Bible. It's all the same shit. It's the same shit. You're trying to trap some type of energy in order to manifest in your life in the way that you see fit. The only difference with the people who do it with Bibles is they have their own one specific way, and they're lost in someone else's way. But for the most part, we all have access to do this naturally. Now, for the most part, this is what you're going to do. You're going to draw a circle, right? You're going to draw a circle. Now, doesn't matter where you at, but you want to do it in a space that, if you're a person who's worried about people coming over and seeing what's going on, then you can go high. But that just means you're spiritually weak, and you don't even really have spiritual strength. So I wouldn't even advise you to do this anyway. But for the most part, if you are a person like me, right, you draw a circle right there. Now, first of all, you need to know where the actual sun is traveling at the moment. So right now the sun is in Cancer. So that's why I put a dot right there, because the sun is actually right above me. But to know where it's traveling, you got to make sure the line match the actual travel within the circle. Because here's the thing. That's going to be the symbol to the closest star. You'll do that with the moon also. But the higher the energy you try to access, the higher the symbol you will put in the middle of the star. You know, I mean in the middle of the circle. The higher the that'll be the higher the frequency, because symbols is nothing but frequencies. So if you put a 5-point, 6-point, 7-point star, or put an infinity sign in there, which you add another circle, what you're doing is adding higher frequencies, but those frequencies take longer to emit down in this realm of reality. See, that's what you need to understand also with people who think that you're supposed to harbor on your thoughts when you're meditating or you're sun gazing with your eyes closed. No, you know that you're missing the point. The more you add thoughts to a thought that you want to manifest, the more you add light to it. Your thoughts in your mental realm is like you're utilizing your inner suns, your inner lights. So the more light you add to something, you trap that energy. And then that energy start to move slower, so it may take longer to manifest in your realm of reality. See, the point is to just have a simple thought and a simple vibration, and then let it go, and then let the sun do the rest. You know where they get that saying, God work in mysterious ways? Well, that's actually right. You don't know how this actually going to play out or manifest in your life. So it ain't your duty or obligation to sit there and worry about how the exact way is going to play out. And that's what a lot of people mistakenly do when they meditate or do what I'm actually doing right now. They end up sitting there thinking that they're supposed to sit and think about what they're doing. No, you're just supposed to throw the thought out there and let the sun manifest the rest. Now, look, since the sun is in Cancer, I know the sun is traveling right now. So it's traveling in this angle relative to me. So you have to make sure it's traveling relative to you. So since the sun is the closest star to us, this will be the symbol it makes, because this is the one that you're trying to access right now. And this is the one that can manifest the fastest in this realm of reality. So a lot of times this is the one that you want to do when you want to manifest mundane things that you could be consciously aware of and manifest real fast in your life. You know, as far as like if you want your car fixed, or you want a new car, or you just want some money or something like that, or, you know, like little mundane things. But don't utilize this for like low vibrational shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit to sustain yourself, not shit to overindulge. You get what I'm saying? Now, for the most part, you see you got two sides. So when you make the symbol for the sun, you automatically get two sides to this. So you got a masculine and you got a feminine. So right now, here's the thing. The thing that you want, it has to make sense. It has to be something that's involved with your needs, not your wants. You see what I'm saying? So, for an example, if you're going to write down money on the left side, which will be the external part, then the right side, you're going to have to write what it's for. It just can't be for, I want money because everybody got money. No, it got to be I need money plus a specific situation. See, one thing about this realm of reality is the universe has no choice but to help you create. But what you're creating is actually what you're putting on your mind. So you have to actually put the image and the vibration out there and then let it go. So I'm gonna do an example. Say I do want money, so I will put that on the left side because that's something we can consciously see. Now, like I said, if you're spiritually weak, you could do this in signs and symbols. Like, say if you want a relationship, you would put the number 2 there. You know what I'm saying? Say you want your surroundings to be blessed, you would put the number 3 there. You see what I'm saying? You want more information in your surroundings, you'll put the number 4 there. You know, it's a different. Say you want stability and sustaining, you'll put the number 5 there. But you know, I ain't spiritually weak. Now look, say money. Now that's the left side. Now the right side, it has to be the meaning and the reasoning. It has to be one that's true to you. It can't be just. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you're supposed to put this one first. I'm just doing an example for y'all. But on the right side, I'm going to put money for camera light. A camera light. All right. Now, for a camera light. Now, look, check this out. Now, check this out. The universe ain't gonna have no choice but to put me in a situation where I get a camera light. Now, it may not necessarily play out in money, but that's just putting it out there in a way that I want to may see it and to buy it. But I'm not gonna harbor my mind on thinking that it's not gonna come in no other way except money. You see what I'm saying? That's just putting it out there. Now, your duty right now is to just meditate. It'd be even better if you can kind of like lay down in the middle of it, you know what I'm saying, and sun gaze for a little bit and let the sun travel your solar plexus for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It'd be good if you can do that. But if not, you know what I'm saying, that's understandable. But for the most part, you know, because everybody don't like to dive deep into it, but this is the energy that's already put out there. So now I'm gonna clear my mind and have no thoughts, have no feelings and emotions. And all the information that the light is emitting onto me is able to clearly go into me, into the lightest forms. And I don't have no light bodies, light firmaments blocking it, aka mind concepts and ideas on how I want it to happen and harboring my mind on it. That's a firmament if you're not knowing. So for the most part, you got to clear that up. So, you know, the rainbow waters can break the canopy in your head and come in the lightest forms with those light informations. And then now, when you go in society, you'll start to see these things take shape and forms in ways that you never thought it would before. You see what I'm saying? Now, like I said, if you want to, and they become very fast. Now, like I said, if you want to start diving in a little deeper and you want to like start adding your own imagination onto things and things of that nature, say you want a stability or you want to sustain something. So say I want to use money for a camera light to sustain a career that has something to do with a camera, and I need the camera light to do it. What I would do is then I will start, then I'm accessing a higher nature now. So I will put a 5-point star there now. You know what I'm saying? And this is going to override the sun. So the sun is going to bring me the physical money to get the camera, right? And the star I'm drawing in there is going to give me higher ideas on what to do with the camera. You get it? You see what I'm saying? So it started off with this, the first part, drawing the energy so we can access and channel the higher energies. Then on the left side is the yang part. Money is what's needed to be used. But but what's motivating that is not just nothingness. I'm not lost. What's motivating that is because, okay, I may need a camera light. So it's for something. It's not just for no petty shit. It's something that I want to see. So boom, that is going to give me the passion and the motivation, right, to see this come into my life in any way, shape, or form. That could be through a person. A person could be in the money of energy. A place could be, I could be at the right place, right time. That could be in a, y'all see, energy is this currency. I want y'all to go watch my video on that also, so y'all get lost in things. But that could come in, that's just the version that's going to come of how I see it. A person, place, or thing. I'm just calling it money. But the reason I need to see that is because this is what's motivating it, to get a camera light. Now, in some way, shape, or form, the sun is going to travel, right, and manifest that circumstance for me. Now, to access the higher nature, I put a 5-point star there. Now, the 5-point star represents the phi, the perfection, so an anchor. It solidifies into the realm of whatever it's in. So that star is going to override the energies I just told y'all. So this is going to give me what I can do when I get the camera. You know what I'm saying? Camera light. I already got a camera, but when I get a camera light, this is going to show me what I can do with it. You know what I'm saying? Higher ways to work with it to get even more access. And then if you want to access a higher nature than that, you'll put a higher star there. And then once you know what stars you're accessing, you know what you're actually doing. But it's not good to go above 7, 8, and 9 if you don't know what you're doing. Like, you could use a 6-point star from time, but if you don't know what you're doing when we're talking about 7, 8, 9, then you can be bringing in unbalance in your life. Because see, after 6, we're still up under this 6 as a 3, but 7, 8, 9 a lot of times create things that don't even deal with the material realm or the physical realm. So you'll just be catching all these higher thoughts and ideas that never accumulate, and you'll frustrate yourself trying to accumulate something in this physical realm with those high ideas. And those are the energies that drive celebrities to make them kill themselves and stuff like that, when they be accessing those energies. See, I'm trying to get y'all to understand this type of shit. You see what I'm saying? They be doing shit not even knowing why they doing it. So a lot of celebrities that call themselves the names with numbers, or a lot of the times if it equate, and they carrying a lot of 7 energy, or a lot of 8 energy, or a lot of 9 energy, then they shouldn't be public people, because a lot of their thoughts and ideas is not in this realm of reality. So they thought forms manifest scenarios for them to either get killed or drive themselves crazy, or to kill themselves in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Or cause a lot of frustration, because that's an imbalance of frequencies. Those frequencies don't really align themselves in this reality like that. So this is why you have to add compound numbers, correlate. You know what I'm saying? You just can't use one. You have to make sure, if you're using 7, make sure you're correlating it and breaking it back down to 5 and 2. You know what I'm saying? Or 6 and 1. If you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Try to incorporate the numbers of the realm that you are in some way, shape, or form. Because if you lose yourself in the frequencies that don't correlate with this realm in some way. But that's why we have addition. So a lot of times, subconsciously, the person who found math down here subconsciously put you on situations where you don't go overboard, because you automatically add and count. But for the most part, this is for people who are spiritually inclined and know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so like I said, in some way, shape, and form, this camera light, or somebody else might come with a camera light. In some way, shape, or form, I'm going to experience this way faster than I would have being frustrated and lost and listening to the people, places, and things around me on how I should go about getting the camera light. Now, at this point right now, I don't even need a job to get the camera light. You see what I'm saying? And I will be able to get a camera light a lot faster than a person who probably have to work 4 weeks before they can get it. You see what I'm saying? And then I'm not saying I'm getting more money or whatever like that. Like I told you, it may not even come in money. It may come with a person who have a light, who could put me in a position that I end up using a 5-point star that give me a good idea that this person always need me around to utilize this camera light for them, to the point that it end up becoming my job, and I end up putting myself. You see what I'm saying? It could play out in so many different shapes and forms. So don't harbor your mind on one specific way. You just put the energy out there, lay in the middle of the circle, you know what I'm saying, do a little sun gaze or whatever like that, and leave the energies up into the impossible ways that you can't perceive in this realm of reality. And it's going to come in, it's going to come down here in this aspect in the way that you can perceive it, slowly but surely, but a lot faster than it was if you was lost. Flight boss, bitch, goddamn. Hey.